here, and we got it right this time.
Woohoo! We did it right this time. How exciting. Well, happy Saturday. Happy 2-year anniversary.
2 years. I know. 2 years of Mandi and Carrie Doodle and Chat.
That's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. And I know I sent you, like, we were talking stats, and I'm not a big stats person, even though I know it's important. That is important. But, like, I did want to, like, it's fun to look at stats. So, like, last year, 2023, we had 17 friends episodes with friends episodes. We had 12 classies. Hello, Georgina. Oh, my goodness. Isn't it the middle of the night where you are? Because she's over in Europe. Is it the middle of the night? Or is it just late at night? Anyways. Happy New Year. So we had 12 classies. I have my list here. Okay. We had 2 Doodle and Chat learns with Akua, which was super fun. We had 5 Zentangles. I thought we had more, but we only had 5. We had 6 originals, like just you and I.
Yep.
Pulling from the bowl that knows. We tried some after chats.
Yeah, the after chats were just okay, but we tried.
We did. I think they were hysterical for us.
True. So we just have our own after chats now.
That's right. No viewing. And so we had 45 episodes last year.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Exciting. That is a lot. And it's exciting.
It is exciting. I'm trying to, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It is awesome. And that's 5 more episodes than we had in 2022.
Look at us go.
I know. Very exciting. I'm very excited. And we're off already. We did our Leave Keeps Gain last week. So we're celebrating and remembering this week. And then we've got a full schedule already, through March of friends that are joining us.
I know. I love, and I know I've said this before because it was kind of my whole purpose behind joining you. I love our friends episodes because I love spotlighting educators. Not in this arena, but I had somebody kind of do that for me, and it meant a lot to me, kind of propelled me on the journey that I've been on. So I want to help others do that too.
I know. And you and I this morning were sharing some stats. I went through the views to see how we're doing. And, we love doing this. So even if just one person, which we already achieved our goal today. Thank you, Georgina. Even if just one person watched us, we would be happy. But Doodle and Chat Friends just overall is the most people come to watch that. And it did make me think, and I know we've danced around this a little bit, if it just doesn't need to be happening more than twice a month. I think it's a conversation. I know, right? Like, do we really need more on our plate? Anyways, it was just a thought that was in my head because it is really fun.
Right. So I don't think what people understand is the background that goes into that, because we want our guests to feel special. So time is spent on research, time is spent on getting the questions crafted, getting those intros written, because we want our guests to feel special and we want to know as much about them as we can. So there's some time that goes into it, which is why we don't just roll one out every week. So.
Yeah. And that's what's kept us from going every week, I think. But I don't know. We have a conversation that will happen later on. I don't know why I brought it up. It makes
that's okay. I think it's great.
Makes it awkward, maybe. But
it doesn't. No. It's Doodle and Chat. So, and James is here. Thank you, James.
That makes it awkward. It's Doodle and Chat. You're right.
Listen, that should be a shirt. Of course it's awkward. It's Doodle and Chat.
It's not awkward. It's Doodle and Chat. Right. That would be a great shirt.
That would be a great shirt. That's funny. I'm writing it down because that's how I work. So
it is how you roll. So this week we have our 2-year anniversary. I think we mentioned that just briefly, just going in. And so last year, I think we celebrated the same way. I think we love the tradition. So I have gone back and pulled some of the questions that we asked Doodle and Chat friends this year. Ones that I think that Mandi and I could maybe also answer that might make it a little bit strange and fun, but who knows? So there's some Doodle and Chat questions from our friends' interviews in here, as well as I did throw in a couple of random ones, just because what else would the bowl be except for random, right? What are you looking at?
There's it's this cord. I was like, there's something weird in my screen. I'm just going to scoot it over because it's bothering me. The cord, there was a cord showing, and I was like, what is that? I'm so sorry.
You were cracking me up. It is nice to get feedback. Georgina did say that she does like the traditional Doodle and Chat. I think like the random bowl that knows. And our views did show that as well, I think. And she said she did also enjoy the Zentangles, that there's a variety of topics. That's really good to know. That's good feedback.
I also enjoy the Zentangles, but that's because that's my jam. So
I know. I do. I mean, yeah. It is super fun.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. I'll turn our cameras on. I need to do that first, right? Friends, if you're with us and you are still here and you know what you're getting into, we have the Bowl That Knows full of questions that Mandi and I have asked guests who we call friends in 2023. And we're going to pull from the bowl, Doodle and Chat about questions that we asked our friends, and also just kind of take a nice little trip down memory lane of all the friends that we had with us. All 17 of them. There's not 17 questions in here, though.
Okay, good.
All right, here we go. All right, so this one is from when we had Jen and Sue from Common Sense Media on with us. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was post IdeaCon. I don't like these readers on me on camera. I'm going to switch because now I have multiples down here. I don't know why, but I'm going to go. Here we go. What is the hardest and easiest thing about being the best pen pal anyone could ask for? I think we asked Sue that question. Wasn't she
the hardest and the easiest thing?
Yeah. So I'm not a pen pal.
I'm not either, but I was thinking about if I were a pen pal.
Yeah.
Probably just writing the letters, because I don't know. I just don't write letters.
I know we don't write letters.
Like nobody's business. Can we be email pals? Like, does that still count?
I mean, actually, that would be really.
Like, could you be email pals? I don't know.
I think you could. It makes me think about how much fun that might be to just like think about it. Like Jordina says she used to write, she used to be pen pals before the internet, but that makes me wonder, like, how fun would it be just to email somebody, like just stream of conscience, like, hi, Mandi, today was this day, and da-da-da-da-da. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That might be fun.
And if you're wanting students to write, I mean, you can have informal emails. We talk about teaching students how to write formal emails, but you could have informal emails.
We have in our instructional program, we have two, one at each middle school, and those teachers have the kids, they assign pen pals with each other.
Between classes.
Yeah, between classes, and they practice sending emails. But the email pen pal makes me think, like, I might just pick a random friend of mine in my head and just suddenly inundate them with a daily email or a weekly email just about my life. I wonder how that would go.
I know, because used to you get those letters and you're like, oh, let's read about what all they've done. And now I'm going to be honest, if I got one of those, I'd be like, why are you sending this to me?
Oh, you mean in the mail?
In the mail or even the email, because let's think about the role social media has taken. People don't send letters anymore because they post all their business on social media. I don't, but a lot of people do. And so I think that took the place maybe is social media. And instead of sharing it with one person, you're sharing it with the world.
For sure. For sure. But it does make me wonder. It does make me wonder, not like the emails we get from Uncle Joe. That's like, I had cancer. That's the wrong funny thing. Cancer's not funny. I had a mole on my eyebrow and, Susie got her cleaned the closet. Not those kind of like emails,
Right.
but like, I don't know. It could be fun. Could be fun. Monica says it's cold in Tennessee. It's freezing in Illinois. Freezing. It's not freezing yet. It's 20, but it's cold.
Oh, we're below 0. Like our actual temperature right now is 5 below. The wind chill is 25 below right now. It is, and we are under this crazy temperature until Tuesday.
Woo. I mean, I don't know I don't know what the feels like is. I just looked at our like Google Home and it said it was 20. So
yeah, 5 below is the actual temperature.
Woo.
It feels like 25 below. I think that's wild.
Georgina, what's the weather like where you were at? This does make me think about being an email pen pal, though. But it wouldn't be an email pen pal. Pen pal be an email pal, right?
Yeah.
Or would be an
e-pal?
An e-pal? Yeah, I was thinking about how can you say email it with a P in there? Pal?
E-pal? E-pal.
An e-pal or impul?
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 I'm an impul.
Oh, I like that! No. I'm an impul.
Is that E-M-P-L-E or I-M-P-L-E?
I would say E-M-P-L-E. I'm going to write that on my Doodle and Chat.
A pen pal to an impul.
Impul. I love my impul.
Oh dear. It's 4 degrees today. Will be -5 by Tuesday. So,
yeah, so she must be kind of just straight across the pond, but
yeah,
in the same line.
Georgina, is that typical weather or is that colder than normal?
And then James is where you are, right?
No, James is in Kentucky.
Oh, that's right. So he's by Monica.
And near my daughter. So they did say that they were expecting maybe some snow and colder temperatures. I don't think as cold as what we are getting, but
yeah. All right, are you ready for the next question?
The next question. That one was fun though.
That was fun. It's, oh my gosh, it's like itching at my brain. I'm trying to think of like who could I inundate with random cariness. I really might do this.
Who can get some randomness from my life? Goodness.
It could be like blogging, but on the private,
Blogging, but on the private. Oh my.
Maybe that's not how I should say that.
Nope. But that's okay, because it's funny. I love it.
Thank you. My children do not appreciate my Carrieisms as much as they used to. But I'm happy that you still do, Mandi.
I do. I really, really do.
Yeah. All right. This one is from our episode with Mike Muhammad. That was a wonderful one. And he loved music. Remember, he loved to go into the Apple iTunes and like rate songs, and he's very serious about his sharing his opinions about songs, which was wonderful. So we asked him what was the key to a great playlist?
Yes.
And I couldn't not ask this question for us because I figured we would have friends here. We could talk about music. So, I mean, I think the key to a great playlist depends on, you have to get the mood. Like, you have to match the purpose. My playlists all have purposes.
So I used to make a playlist all the time. Like, I used to really love to make a playlist. And now I'm just glad other people have made playlists. I just go find them. Because I love music. So this is the weird thing. I love music, but I don't want to go search out. Like, I just want to listen to things that I like. And it can be new. That's okay. I like to listen to new things that I enjoy. But I don't like to sit and make my own playlists. YouTube Music Choose. Yep.
Well, see, that's where we differ. So we love, and when I say we, my family and I, we love a good themed playlist. So if we're driving anywhere that's over a half an hour to do something special, there's a playlist in the car that goes along. We're going to the zoo, there's a zoo playlist. We're going to the aquarium, there's an aquarium playlist for that. We're going on a road trip, there's a playlist for that. So, like, that is literally the theme of all of our car rides. There is a playlist for that.
That's funny.
Like, T is obsessed with sharks, and we went to the Chet Aquarium for their birthday. The playlist on the way there was anything that had to do with sharks.
Okay.
And then let me tell you, the randomness of songs that I have heard.
So this is a very strange fun fact about me. I actually like listening to the radio. Like, not just like, I like the talking aspect of listening to the radio. And so I have a little bit more of a commute now. And so I've tried audiobooks, I've tried podcasts. I always go back to the radio only if they have a DJ there that morning. If they're just playing music, I don't want to listen to it. It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't think you're weird because I'm the same way. So I would love to listen to a book on my way to work. I drive for half hour, 40 minutes every day. But there's these two people that I just love to listen to in the morning, and they play music and they talk, and they're just hysterical. And it's just, they're just so fun to listen to. But then on the way home, they're not on anymore. So I have my playlist that I listen to. And I know that people are like, listen to a book, listen to a podcast, but I really need my brain off.
Yes.
On the way to work, because otherwise I will think all the time and it really burns me out.
Well, and my problem with a book is I don't like the sound of it on fast speed, but I don't like how slow they read to me. So, because I read fast. I'm a fast reader, and audiobooks go incredibly slow. Now, there are a few out there where their voice is really good and they do the voices of the characters, and that's okay. But I used to listen to books when I was on the elliptical, and I was listening to The Wheel of Time, which, by the way, is a really slow series at the beginning. And so I was listening to it on fast speed because the guy talked so slow. And on fast speed, it was normal for me.
That's hysterical.
But even now, I just usually just listen to music when I'm on the elliptical or the treadmill because they just don't read fast enough for me.
I enjoy a good playlist because it just kind of turns your mind off. It's a nice break for sure.
Yeah.
And James says he likes to have his music provider use his algorithm to pick music, and I do agree with him. That can be fun to see new music and what it suggests. It's a great way to find new artists to listen to for sure.
But whatever service I'm using, I have to have the ability to skip because I don't want to listen to a song that I don't like. And I know that sounds goofy, But sometimes I get like a song will start playing and I'm like, I'm just not feeling this right now and I don't want to listen to it.
No, I have playlists for everything. Like, so when we were like reminiscing back to our last year, like when we were getting ready, like in the morning when I would get ready for a conference, I have a playlist that I play, like a pump you up, get you going playlist. People next to me in the hotel room are probably like, what is this woman listening to? But it works for me.
And fun fact, that same playlist that I will listen to if I'm presenting, I also would listen to that right before I would go into a job interview.
That's a great idea.
So I always, in my car, I would pull up my playlist, my Pump You Up playlist, and I would listen to a couple of songs before I would go in. So
I love that. Yeah, most of them they're like girl power songs for sure, but then they're most of the, like, you can just really belt them out,
Yep. And mine usually have a really heavy bass to it.
Okay.
So that's what I like to work out to, is something that has a really heavy bass to it.
I was going to finish outlining. I don't know what happened to my thick marker. I must have left it up. Annabeth took them all upstairs to do something, and she's not good at returning stuff.
Happens.
Kids,
I know. I just bought a new hole punch because mine disappeared. Thankfully, hole punch it like just one little one hand held hole punch. Thankfully, they're not super expensive because I couldn't find it.
Do you find yourself doing a lot of single hole punching?
I was making shrink plastic. Yes, actually, I do. I was making little shrink plastic ornaments, and I had to punch the hole before I shrunk the plastic.
You were doing shrinky dinks.
I was doing shrinky dinks.
That's fun.
I know. I still love doing shrinky dinks. I just like making things. So
you do. Your filing cabinet full of things that Mandi knows how to make.
I like to make things. So every time we have like a long weekend or something and I go back to work, they're like, so why'd you make this weekend?
That's okay. You like to be busy.
I'm going to say I crocheted a candle cozy this weekend.
You did.
And a frog. I made a second frog.
A second frog.
Crocheted a second frog.
Awesome.
He's cute. All right. Next question.
Okay. Oh, so Georgina is at her iPad now. So she said, recap the questions. Okay. So first question, Georgina, was what makes a good pen pal? And the second question was, what makes a good playlist? Those are the short recaps. So now we're going on to question number 3. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, this one's from Julie Smith, and she loved to bake, if you remember.
Me too.
Yes, if you follow her on Instagram, she shares her baking, especially like today. If I went and checked her Instagram because it's snowing, and she lives down by St. Louis, yes. Which I'm sure they got snow too. But anyways, it's cold. I'm sure she's doing some baking. Julie, wherever you are. It says, what cookie, cake, pie, bread, or cupcake best describes you and why?
What best describes me?
Yes.
I could tell you what I like to eat.
What do you like to eat?
Chocolate cupcakes with chocolate frosting is my favorite.
Do they have to be gluten-free?
They do have to be gluten-free. So I have a really good recipe that I can make myself, but we also now have a gluten-free bakery in town that makes really good chocolate cupcakes.
So you like chocolate on chocolate?
Chocolate on chocolate. Yes, I do. I don't know if that describes me, though.
I don't know either.
I don't know about the describing me part.
Well, and the fact that it has to be gluten-free, does that describe you as well?
That does describe me. Sadly, that does describe me. So,
sadly. Well, I like this. I like the flavor profile of a snickerdoodle. That cinnamon,
Yes.
I'm trying to think. It's like a cinnamon, right? Cinnamon, and it's a sugar cookie.
Yep.
So maybe it's nice and sweet, but it's a little bit spicy.
Yep.
That's me. I think.
I also love cinnamon. So my second favorite is a cinnamon roll, but I'm really particular about the cinnamon roll.
Oh.
Cinnamon rolls are a lot of calories to commit to, so it has to be really good.
I agree with you on that one.
So we have a bakery in Kansas City that just does gluten-free food, and they have a bomb cinnamon roll. And they just opened up a second one. I'm pretty excited.
Ooh.
Oh, Monica says they make shrinky animals for the Habitat Project.
I know. Doesn't that sound fun?
It does. So I would like to say that mine was for other people, but my husband has had a dream to have themed Christmas trees. So when he was student teaching, his student teacher or his teacher that he was student teaching under had like 10 trees in his house. They were on spinners, like they would spin. I'm not even kidding. And for some reason, my husband was like, that is amazing. We've only had one tree in the past. I've had a second tree. I just never decorated it. So this year he's like, can we make this our Harry Potter tree? Because he's really into Harry Potter. I said, sure. We didn't have very many Harry Potter ornaments, and I'm a cheap person. So I made some out of shrink plastic. So we had a few, and then I crocheted some little Weasley sweaters.
Oh, fun.
Had our initials on it, and then made some shrink plastic ornaments. Made a snitch for the top of the tree out of cardboard and a gold Christmas ornament. So
how fun.
And then after Christmas, I bought another tree for $30. So next year there's going to be a Star Trek tree.
Ooh, Star Trek.
Yes, because that's his second favorite.
Okay.
So maybe eventually I get a doodle tree. I don't know.
That would be fun.
He's got a list of trees.
Oh.
I don't know where we're going to put them.
So like post job in retirement, he's committed.
He is, I guess. I don't know. So at least though we bought the tree on clearance. So
yes.
It was a pretty solid clearance because it was like a $200 and some tree we got for $30. So
well, I think I mentioned it earlier. We didn't set up a Christmas tree this year because it's the first year we have a cat. And when the cat was with my mother-in-law, we have proof that she cannot stay out of the Christmas tree. So the thought of a Christmas tree and a cat was just not going to happen. So we got one. We found a small one, and it was before Christmas, but it was on sale. It was like is in the store. And it was like you said, it was like a ridiculous. I remember I'm like, Annabeth, stand by this tree. If anybody comes over here, because I had to find the person to get it, you tell them this is my tree. You don't let them take it.
Fight him, Annabeth. Fight him.
It was perfect. It was a perfect size. It was pre-lit. Yes. It ran on batteries, and it would fit like against the wall on the mantle,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
good.
I understand your efforts for a good deal.
Yes. Well, so now I've got to start thinking about what I'm going to put on a Star Trek tree.
Well, I can't think of a clever phrase to say. I really wanted to say something from Star Trek because I do know Star Trek. Not there are no roads where we're going.
Make it so.
Make it so. Yes. Just make it so, Mandi. But isn't there? But there is no there. My brain is all swirling. Yeah, you'll find something.
I will. If I can mix Star Trek and Star Wars, which the purists out there would say, no, you cannot.
You can't.
But I also have a lot of Star Wars decorations because my husband also loves Star Wars, and Yoda's my guy. So if I can mix the two, I would have enough for a tree, but I don't have enough for one single tree. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't mix them.
Yeah, not for the purists out there.
No. Yeah. I mean, you maybe could do front and back, so you could twist it, like, oh, it's Star Trek. Oh,
let's not talk about those spinners. We're not getting into that. Literally, his trees rotated. It was so weird.
Well, you could put the one space tree on a Lazy Susan, so it wouldn't spin, but your husband could twist it, So like one day it's Star Trek, and then one day it's Star Wars.
That's funny. That's funny. Maybe.
And we got from desserts to Christmas trees in
we did. That's also how we go.
Yes.
Monica, I have a really good gluten-free snickerdoodle recipe that I make. So one of my favorites to make.
So you went with desserts that you like, but we haven't really quite figured out why they're quite Mandi.
Yeah, I don't know what dessert would be me. I mean, what dessert?
Like a cinnamon roll. You've got layers.
So does an onion.
But you don't stink.
Okay, good.
And you're sweet. And you're made up of all different kinds of flavors.
And a little spicy. I guess a little saucy. I don't know. What's kind of quirky and weird? What's a dessert that's quirky and weird?
A donut? Maybe not. The new donuts are quirky and weird. If you go to the fancy donut places, they put some flavors together that are interesting.
They do. I had one with bacon on it one time. I was not sad.
I wasn't either. We got when we visited I think it was North Carolina with my cousin. They have a place called Duck Donuts, and we finally got one out here, and it's maple syrup, maple frosting with bacon. Heaven to eat.
Yep. I'd take it.
Yes, it is delicious.
Yep.
Yeah. That would be a fun activity. Like, how would you describe yourself as a donut? James thinks he's creme brulee. I would love to hear why.
Creme brulee.
That's very fancy. And you have to be burnt. It has to be like on fire to eat it, right, James? So, like, do we have to burn you to...
So James is on fire.
He's on fire. You're right. That's what it is. He's on fire.
I agree.
On fire.
That was a hard question.
It was. And we asked Juliet. I feel bad now. He has a super hard shell. Creme brulee does not have a super hard shell, does it?
But because it makes that crunchy top, like when you burn the sugar, it makes the crunchy top. So that's what it does. But you have a very sweet inside.
He does. It's all those stress doodle he has keeping up in his head that he gets out. It's the inside of the creme brulee, right? Yeah, he's got to get to the good stuff.
That sweet inside.
That sweet inside. Aw, how special, James.
I love that.
I do love that too. That's so cute. He's not like, what's the dessert that he really likes? The pineapple something or other?
Dole Whip.
That he's not a Dole Whip. For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, that's what James has searched for at Disney, is the Dole Whip. We have photographic proof.
We do.
And now James regrets ever being on Doodle and Chat with us. Okay, this one's from Tyler Tarver. We never got to ask him this one. So I decided, you know what? Why not us ask? Because we have no knowledge of this. Or maybe we do. I do not know. But here we go.
Okay.
If you were a trading card, because he loves to trade cards, a single or a set, an autograph card or a relic card, a sports card, what would be 3 of your proudest stats? This is a good question, let me tell you. Okay, so would we be a we would be a set, right? You and me. We'd be a Doodle and Chat set, right? Yes. I don't know that we could be relics yet.
Probably not.
But we would be autographed.
We would be.
And what would our sports be? Interviewing, drawing, doodling, and chatting.
Yes.
That's a sport.
Should be.
If you show up here and you see us every Saturday morning, you see it's a sport. Okay, so here we go. We're drawing our Doodle and Chat trading card. How fun would those be?
I knew as soon as you said that. I knew what you were thinking. So we go to conferences now. You don't get a business card. You get a trading card from us.
You could have different editions. They could collectibles. We could send them to people.
You're making me laugh.
Pen pals and trading cards all in one Saturday.
You are making me laugh.
We could do a Doodle and Chat where we all make our own trading cards. We could send them to each other.
That would be fun.
It would be so much fun. This could be a classy activity. Yes.
Okay. I think that you could really make that work in your classroom too. Like that would be a great get to know you activity.
And you could add to it throughout the whole year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and we do learning mascots every year in my classroom. The learning mascot could have this, and you could add to the stats every quarter.
Yep. I like it.
Me too. And writing it down. Could even be a fun end of the year activity.
Oh, yeah, to document.
Yeah, like what you've done.
Yeah. I
have to think about what a baseball card even looks like. But we'd have to have a big picture of ourselves on it, Mandi.
We would. I was going to go pull, because I have doodles of us that I will throw on things every now and then. I was going to go pull that, but I may do that later and put our little face on there. I'm going
to do a quick little trading card. Oh, this could be so fun.
Make me laugh so much.
You could make it like, what kind of trading card would you make? Would you make a sports one? Would you make a Pokemon one? Think about it. There's lots of possibilities.
Oh my gosh. That would be a good classy activity though.
Absolutely.
And it gives you an opportunity to research the different kinds of trading cards. Because to be honest with you, like my daughter and son-in-law, not married to each other, one daughter and a different son-in-law, both collect Pokemon cards. So I went and bought Pokemon cards for Christmas. I could not tell you anything about them other than these are the packs that you need to try to find. So I don't know anything about trading cards. It's never been in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, my kids never really collected trading cards. People are my nemesis. Oh boy.
Those are cute.
Well, they have a head and a neck. They work.
I love it.
Thank you.
I put a pen and a pencil on mine.
I like it.
Call it a day.
Oh my gosh, I love this idea. I just love it. We could have made trading cards for the whole episode. What did we do? 45 episodes. We'll just do this.
For some reason, my eye doesn't want to stay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your eyeball.
No. So my Apple Pencil, when you tap on the flat part, it will undo. For some reason, I am hitting that a lot today, and I don't usually do that. So I'm not sure what's going on today, but
I'm finding that my iPad is starting to get more sensitive to my palm. So like I'll be drawing and then I'll hit my palm and it'll undo it. And I'm like, come on now.
I know. Mine has started to do that too. And I don't know if it's just because it's getting tired. You're fine. You're doing well, little iPad. Just keep going.
Mine has it's working just fine, but it's really getting close to time for a new one.
I know.
Mine's seen a lot of days, a lot of drawing.
So has mine.
And I just, as much as I really want a new iPad, I mean, I'll have to save for one, but I really want one. The thought of trying to transfer everything that's in Procreate, I I can't even think it. I want to give it to somebody and say, here, you do it. I'll pay you.
I know.
Transfer it all over for me.
I know. And I don't remember the last time when I got a new iPad. I don't think I had as much in Procreate.
I have many things.
I do too. Oh, my Procreate is full now. And so if you stack it up to iCloud,
maybe I don't know though. Like because so I don't know, because I think then you lose the layer. Like there's so many nuances that I just am not like. Yeah. I'm hoping by the time I change iPads, you can like tap them and go whoosh, whoosh,
yes.
And just like I guess you'd have to, I don't even know. I guess you might even just have to be like, they're going to go over with no layers. But I've got like 2 books worth of drawings on there, you know?
Yeah.
Among other things.
I know.
I don't think about it.
Okay, let's not have a different question. No stress about that today.
Another question.
It's a different problem for a different day.
There you go. Uh-oh, this one's got a lot of words on it. Okay, so this one, I think, I don't know who this was. Was James this year?
I don't think so.
I thought he was last year, right?
Yep.
I mean, last year, like 2022, or was he 2023?
I don't remember.
Well, anyways, this one, I did not put who this is for, but it reminds me of him. It says, you have presented with her, walked the streets of Chicago with her while her feet got blisters. You spoke at the Ditch Book panel with her and even protected her from almost getting hit by a car.
James. That's 100% James.
And it says, what makes Mandi Tolen so awesome? So we can talk about you, Mandi.
No. Why is that question in there?
No, that's a good one. What makes Mandi Tolen so special?
I still love that story.
So you tell us a story and I will draw about why you're special to me.
Okay. And this was in Chicago.
Yep.
At ISTE. And we were walking to the Flipgrid event. Why we decided to walk, I don't even remember. But we were walking. And at one point in time, we were under this overpass. And some guy like drives up on the sidewalk behind us. And the rest of our group was in front of us. And so I grabbed a hold of James. Like, I don't know if I thought I was going to throw him in front of, like, I don't know. But I was like, James, protect me. And he did. So, yeah, that car was a little scary. We should not have been walking in that part of town. 100%.
I think I can imagine where you're probably near Wabash or Lower Wabash, and you probably should not have been.
We should not have been walking.
No.
We Ubered back because it was daylight when we walked there. It was dark when it was over, and we definitely different James. Oh, that's right. That wasn't James. That was Evan. That was Evan.
Oh, it was Evan.
That's right. That was Evan. Thank you, James. Like, it's a different James. No, that was Evan.
I got my people mixed up. Thank you for the correction.
I think, was that the ISTE James made? Well, James always makes these cool keychains.
What?
He does. So he made, like, one of them was etched in acrylic, and I think one of them was etched into wood. And so I have from some of the ISTEs these keychains that James has made for ISTE. And
wow.
I love to run into people, though, because that's the only time I ever see James is if we go to ISTE. And I didn't go last year. I probably won't go this year either.
Yeah, no, we don't have plans to go.
Nope.
Unless some sponsor that's watching us sees all this amazingness and is like, let me give you loads of money so you can come doodle and chat in our booth. Then we'll do it.
James, you need to send Carrie a keychain. So James, in his previous life, had, and there's articles about it, so I'm going to brag on him just a little bit. I was going to say he lost his access. So he had the most amazing library, media center, and makerspace that you could imagine. And
when he was a librarian, right?
Yes. And so now he works for the state. Is that correct, James? I'm pretty sure he's like a librarian
Yes.
in the state of Kentucky. But he used to have access to all of this really cool stuff. And his makerspace was amazing. And like I said, there are tons of articles about their school. I mean, they did so many.
Is there a slide in his school?
Yes.
Was there a slide in his school?
Yes. So James had a really cool space. And James, that's something that I really want. I want a laser cutter. And my husband keeps telling me that you can't just buy a piece of equipment that expensive as a hobby, that you have to be able to make money with it. Yeah.
Rotating Christmas trees? I mean, is there a trade-off?
Right. And you can get some less expensive laser cutters, but I don't know. It's one of the things I still want. Yep. So if you buy one, James, give me some recommendations, because I also would love to have a laser cutter. That is so cool.
That is cool.
You can make so many ornaments. It's true. I wouldn't have to use shrink plastic. I could just cut them out of acrylic or wood. I just be making all the ornaments.
Mandi, what happened to your finger? Oh, nothing. The laser got away from me.
No, listen, they're really safe. They're enclosed, and you do have to do it in a ventilated area or vent it to the outside. But
so you haven't done any research on this?
Listen, I can tell you about the different models and the different levels and how much they are. So, yes, I will own a laser cutter someday.
Someday. We'll have laser cutter and everything.
That's right. We'll send people Doodle and Chat keychains.
There you go. Look at that. You could do decorations for weddings and stuff. He says you can engrave food.
You can. I've seen those. Listen, I would do so many things. I would do so many things. So many things.
I think we have time for like one or two more.
Okay.
I knew this would be fun. This has exceeded my expectations of Doodle and Chat today. I mean, I always like a good celebration.
Yes.
But this one, trading cards and cookies.
Kristen, I have a silhouette machine. So I know that the Cricut has an engraving option. The Silhouette doesn't have that, although there are other features that the Silhouette has that I like a lot better than the Cricut. But I do know that. And I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm an administrator. I don't know that Donors Choose would be like, you as an administrator, you don't need a laser.
Big swing. I want to engrave things to give out to kids when they come to my office for being naughty. Let me give you this keychain. You can add. No, that's terrible. You can add.
Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Some of my kiddos would have a lot of keychains, so they visit me frequently. So. But I could hand out a trading card every time.
There you go. You could. Can you imagine? That actually would be hysterical. And then the teachers could have them too. Oh my gosh, that would be so hysterical. That would be hysterical.
If you guys haven't, James posted his school earlier. Go check it out. Seriously. So cool. It was so cool.
That is so cool. So this one's from Andrea. She's speaking of librarians, thank you, Bowl. It says, out of 12 clubs that you were a part of in high school, what were your favorite 3 and why? So I just thought it would be fun for you and I to reminisce our high school days. What were you in? I know we both did softball.
Yes.
Because we've got the broken hand driving manual transmission story that we've heard.
Yes.
Or at least I have heard it.
Yes. Yes.
So there's softball. What else were you involved in?
I was in FCCLA and did the public speaking part of that.
What does that stand for?
Future, I don't know.
You were a future something?
Community Career and Community Leaders of America. It used to be FHA, Future Homemakers of America, and then they changed that to FCCLA. So when I was in it, it was still FHA. But I did the public speaking part of that. That was what I always signed up for. And so got to go to state all 4 years. Actually, my junior year made it to nationals. So, but yeah, so softball, public speaking, and I was at a really small high school, so we didn't have a whole lot of opportunities. And so I was also a cheerleader.
Oh, I remember this. You were involved in like everything.
Yeah. So in a small school, like you can do a lot of things, but those are, oh, I was also in band. Yes. I was also 4 years in band. So played the clarinet.
You played the clarinet?
Yep.
And oh, that's right. I remember James said he played the tuba.
Oh gosh.
I think that might have been a question we asked him. It was.
So my clarinet actually looks more like a bass or a whatever that saxophone is.
So I was mostly a sports person. I didn't do any clubs. I just did sports all year round. So I did volleyball and basketball and softball. And then when I got cut from the volleyball team my junior year, because our team was really, really, really good, they went to state. I played golf. I was terrible at it, but the golf team was so small, I didn't get cut from it. I was the best at getting out of near water traps and near sand traps because I always hit my ball there. But it was like a lot of walking, and I got to see some really great golf courses and still be really bad at it. You know, I was always the last one to finish the course.
That's funny. So see, we didn't have golf. We didn't even have football.
Oh.
So our fall sport, our boys played softball.
Oh.
Because we didn't have football.
Huh. Monica said she was played the clarinet in junior high.
My clarinet leaves a lot to be desired, but that's okay. So what all were you involved in besides, because you said two, right? Softball?
Softball, I played softball and basketball all 4 years, and I played softball in college too.
Okay.
And then I played volleyball.
Volleyball, okay.
And then golf.
We didn't have volleyball either as an option. Now, when my kids were older, I wasn't in the exact same school, but we were in a similar size small school. They did have volleyball available then. So I was glad that they've at least expanded some of their options, but I was very limited in what we could participate in.
Mm-hmm. Well, as soon as you say Future Housewives of America, you know, that kind of gives you a limiting opinion.
Yes.
So the talking part of it worked out really well for you. How'd the rest of the housewife part?
Not so good. Not so good. I was the only person. So my last year of high school, I tell people I was not the valedictorian of my class for a variety of reasons. But there were 3 of us going in, very equal in the classes we've taken. We'd all taken the same classes, got basically the same grades. And my senior year, we had the choice between physics and Facts 4. So Family and Consumer Sciences 4. I chose Facts 4 because I got to sew, I got to cook, I got to create things. I was like, sure, let's do that. The other 2 took physics. To be fair, they were in my classroom more than they were in their own physics classroom because I was the only person in Facts 4. They were the only 2 in physics. And the physics teacher just let them go and do whatever they wanted. So they really got a extra credit because it was a weighted class. They got that extra weighted credit
for being
in my class, but that's okay. I wouldn't change it.
You're not spiteful, not even a little bit.
You know what? I didn't have to be valedictorian to go on and do what I wanted to do. And now I get to tell people, you don't have to be valedictorian to go on and do what you want to do. Doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. I mean, in the long run, I don't even know how much it really matters when it comes to that kind of stuff.
All three of us are still very successful people.
Awesome.
Doesn't matter. I think we would have been successful. It doesn't matter where you rank in high school. So
I agree. I think it just matters how you use your education.
That's right.
Should we do one more?
One more.
Okay. Can I just tell you that these new caps, if Sharpie's listening, no, they're not good. They don't stay on. Well, now it's being weird, but it wiggles when I write with it, and I don't like it. It doesn't have a good grip on it. Now it's being a fibber on me, but it's not. Anyways, that's
Sharpie,
my life.
do better.
Do better. It needs to fit. The tap needs to fit tighter.
Do better. Yeah,
do better. I said that to a couple middle schoolers. They were goofing off in the hallway. I was in the middle class, and I just walked out. I'm like, where are you guys supposed to be? And they're like, we're going to the library. I'm like, do better. And they just turned around. I think they just didn't even know what to do with me when I said that. But that's one reason why I really do like that phrase, because it's just not confrontational. And you can just say it and you can walk away.
It's true.
Mostly. I mean, I'm not an administrator, so I don't have to really pay attention. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. Okay, I'm going to stop being weird. Here we go. What is the coolest part of sitting down behind the mic? How does the bowl know? And going live each week. This is from Pav Wanderer. She does a podcast with Shay. They actually won an award for their podcast, which is pretty awesome.
Cool.
And yeah. So I think we can say, what is the coolest part of sitting down here each week? See, the bowl is amazing. And then we'll wrap it up here.
That's right. You know that first of all, I love talking with you because we're funny.
We are.
Maybe not to other people, but to each other, we're funny.
Agreed.
So I love that we find joy in just spending time with each other each week.
I like that. That is awesome.
And as we've said, even if nobody wanted to watch our show, we would still do this just because we enjoy doing it.
Yes. Holy cow, I drew a treasure box and it didn't suck. Look at it. I got the dimensions right on it and everything. It's a Doodle and Chat miracle.
I love it. Your stuff always turns out good. And there we go. We get quiet sometimes when we.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, it doesn't look like a coin. Oh well.
So how about you? I answered. You didn't answer.
That's true. What do I love so much about sitting down? I don't even know how to put it into words. I think I love that I get to have somebody with me to be fearless with. Because it's really, and also, I'm good at going alone, which is a big step for me. So, but like to not go it alone and go with somebody and to do things that I know it probably people are like, this is stupid, Carrie. It's not very scary, like to get on the camera and talk and draw and chat, but it is. And there's plenty of reasons why we could talk ourselves out of doing this every week. Or like emailing, like I have to tell Mandi, or like emailing random people off the internet to come be on our show. It's scary. To have a dream about like Doodle and Chat with friends was a dream of mine for a very long time. So to have a dream and see it come to reality, and be able to do it with somebody that's I love creating with, it's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
And then we get to keep dreaming. I mean, the number of crazy ideas we've had.
Also true.
And we just try them, and if they stick, they stick, and if they don't, they don't. But we don't have to be scared about doing them because we have each other, and that makes it really nice.
Also true. The other thing that I really like is seeing the people that come and watch us every week, and getting to interact with them too. And so when you guys used to do Doodle and Chat on Saturday mornings, I love listening to you and Annabeth, but I also love connecting with the people in the chat. And I love when we have these. We don't get to connect as much when we have guests, but like I said, guests are one of my most favorite things to do. But I love when we have just an OG Doodle and Chat and we get to connect with our guests. How they're, or connect with our people in the chat window and just see how they're doing and see how they answer questions. And there are some amazing people out there doing some amazing things. So.
There are. And I think, especially today, the people that were here with us today, they made this extra special. So, I mean, seriously, Mandi and I are happy to just talk to ourselves or each other. I talk to myself. But when people are here with us, it makes it even more special. Because you're right, the community is important to us.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun.
Yes.
And I got ideas.
Yes. So everybody be ready for some trading cards. And
that's right.
A random email from Carrie telling you about her life.
You never know. If you were here, you might become my M-Pal. You never know.
You could be her M-Pal.
You can be my M-Pal. I'm telling you, I feel like it could be something. We could be trendy.
We can try to be trendy.
We've tried before.
That's right.
Always Oh my gosh. Okay, let's zoom in on you and mine, and then we'll wrap things up. This was so fun. I can't wait to see you add color. So now you have to.
Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure. Go back and add some color though.
No, I love it. I love that you're a cinnamon roll. Kristen says, did you see it? Wasn't that awesome?
M-Pals, yes. Hashtag M-Pals.
That would be awesome, James. Maybe James will be my M-Pal. He doesn't know it. He's in trouble now.
Be ready, James. Here it comes.
I have his email. Now he's in trouble. He never knows he's going to get random emails from Carrie Baughcum. This was so fun.
This was a lot of fun.
So fun. I mean, yes, I'm giddy right now.
I'm always happy at the end of a chat too. There's just something about drawing, talking. It's relaxing and it always makes my heart happy.
It does too. I think this happened last time as well. The last anniversary episode. It's just, people make a difference in our lives. Everybody that we've talked to as friends, their stories are part of us now, which I think is another reason why Doodle and Chat is special. And the power of drawing and connecting information, is just in there extra special.
Extra special.
Truth. It is.
Truth.
But so it was fun reconnecting with the thoughts, the memories that we have of our friends.
It is.
It is. All right, Doodle and Chat. If you were here with us today and you doodled and chat with us, please snap a picture of your Doodle and Chat and share it out whatever your favorite social media platform is using hashtag Doodle and Chat, or tag me and Mandi on it. We love to see it when people are here with us every Saturday morning at 9:33ish. And then join us back here next Saturday, January 20th. Did I get January 20th at 9:33ish when Akua Men's joins us for a Doodle and Chat Learns. So we're very excited about that. It's always fun when she joins us, and she always brings something new and different for us to learn all about. And we'll have supplies and all the fun things that you'll need to join us or that'll be a part of the chat. We'll share them out on social media so that if you're here with us, you can be part of the hands-on activities. Yep. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.